Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Up past the 30, second down coming up. But you look at this defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. On first down, it's Benson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Murray now to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Cardinals in 12-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. It's
been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Murray. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Mayfield now. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. In motion left is Hopkins. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That is caught. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Benson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these 2 teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's 3rd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now an option play on second down. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. A give left side for Benson. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Seibert's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They work now on 2nd and 9. Hopkins, the man in motion left. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds Hopkins complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Irving. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Previous play is under review.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. They run over center with Benson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards to go, second down. To throw, it's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. To throw is Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We begin in the NFC. New Orleans heading up to Levi Stadium to take on San Francisco. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Christian McCaffrey with a couple of touchdowns there. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Tank Bigsby, a touchdown run in the victory. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He was able to take it in himself in the game's only touchdown.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Mayfield looks to throw.
This one taken in by Otten.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. A man who played collegiately at nearby Tempe, the old Sun Devil, it's Rashad White.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits, and it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Mayfield down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Murray.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
A handoff here to Benson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Brings us 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray.
Open man here is Benson.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Mayfield.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Mayfield with it once more.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Handoff running left, Irving.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Mayfield to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cardinals.
On the give, it's Benson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And that's caught at the 2. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Breaks through the contact. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Throwing, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield flushed. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Down this time to the 17. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses